I'm going to show you stamping into the amazing glaze.
I like doing this as well.
So this time I've got nothing on my tile.
Super. So you're just completely covering your tile now with the fluid.
That's it. And the...
Brilliant. And then again, just covering it.
That's it. So I'm going to do probably three layers of this before I add another colour. And I've got my stamp ready, and I've got an ink pad ready as well. Yeah. Because when you're doing this, you must ink your stamp.
Is that to protect the stamp?
It does, yes. It releases it because you're stamping into a hot liquid.
Yes, I've done this before. Yes, I've had a stamp welded into my triple thick embossing before.
Yes, it will happen if you don't ink your stamp. It doesn't. You can ink it with clear, with the Versamark, with a clear ink, if you don't want to colour. Yeah. But I'm using.
Could you just give it a course of that, couldn't you?
You could.
Just to protect it. If you didn't want to see the image.
That's right.
Oh, sorry, if you didn't want to ink the image. You're still going to see the image.
If you just want the texture, but without the colour, we're nearly there.
And do you use any ink pads for inking up your stamp first, or do you find pigment better?
I like to work with the Brilliance ink pads because it's got a soft sheen. Yeah. They're not really strong colours. Yeah. It's just subtle, and it's got that little sheen to it, which is nice.
So it's basically having a play, isn't it? And finding what you like, what's your favourite.
I think the pigments are probably better because they don't dry so quick. Yeah. Because you need to leave it in the powder while it cools down. Yeah. Otherwise, obviously, you're going to pull away a big gloopy mess. So I think, was this number 2?
Now, this is your second layer. I do find when you're doing your triple thick embossing, your first layer takes a little bit longer, and then as you build it up, because the heat has built up and also your heat guns got quite a lot hotter, it quickens up. So do be ready for that when you're working at home. You know, be ready that you're going to be sticking your second and your third layer on just a bit quicker. Right. That's lovely.
This is number 3.
Now, it's 30% gone already on this wonderful embossing powder and your fluid. So you're popping them in your baskets.
So this time I'm going to go with my metallic bronze.
Gorgeous. Now, these are posh embossing powders. They're posh. Because they're not just one colour. They're not a flat colour, are they? They've got different, you can see different tones in there. It's like, I'm going to pick up one of Sarah's trays. Because you can see, I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to get in close enough to see the different colours there. But you can see, can you see, there's at least 2 different colours in there. And that, I mean, that is the way all the powders are. They are beautiful. So that's 158005 for 5 pots of powder, and that's $14.99. I'm going to show you this. Our Vicky's done this, haven't you? Yeah. And this is all pre-melted. Now, don't worry, I'll go back to Sarah before she's finished. We haven't to miss the vital bit with me babbling. Now, look at these. Aren't they gorgeous? And they're your embossing powders. They've all got that beautiful, that lovely 2-tone colour, but look at that at the end. That's your magic powder. Stunning. Now, and here's Sarah's embossing gun cooling. So you've inked up your stamp.
I have.
And now you're stamping in.
Gently push it in, press down firmly.
Okay.
And now I need to leave it there to cool.
Do you know, I'm a bit impatient. But I tell you what I tend to do quite a lot is get air bubbles when I'm doing it. Is that because I'm pressing in too quickly? Or am I just being... Yeah, I'm
Sorry, I haven't experienced air bubbles.
It's a new technique I created. I just don't quite know how I've done it.
Is that only when you're stamping it, not when you're heating it?
No, when I'm stamping it, I manage to create air bubbles. I have no idea what I do.
Because I've created air bubbles by overheating it. But not stamping. No, maybe you're being too quick.
I think I am. I think I'm too impatient. This is a wonderful technique. If you haven't played with this at home, please have a go because it's just so effective. And look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful? It looks like metal. And you've got that wonderful indentation of the stamp. Play with all your stamps. I mean, that leaf, it looks fabulous. Because it's just caught all the detail of the stamp. It's wonderful for texture. If you don't want a full image, isn't it? If you just want to create a texture, you can create texture tiles as well.
And I used the same stamp to create the background of the card. I just stamped it out using 3 different dye-based ink pads on the stamp at the same time.
Lovely.
Just to create that, so it's all coordinated.
And I like that because you've got that random look, so it's very autumny, isn't it? It looks like they've all fallen over the floor.